I'm sitting with my man. His name is, what's the name, bro? Danny. You know, we YouTubers, we're very hungry people when it comes to content. He's a very great YouTuber here in Kazakhstan, and he does history videos. And today we're going to be digging deep into the history of Kazakhstan and the history of where you are from, bro. So
Yes.
tell us about yourself.
So I'm Danny.
Yeah.
I'm YouTube blogger.
Wow.
Yes. I live in Kazakhstan, Almaty city. So I was born here.
Excellent.
I'm 38 years old.
Wow.
Yes. And I love my country.
Wow. So now, so far, what made you go into history of Kazakhstan? Why do you make videos about history and events, past events? Why do you go into what's the idea behind the content?
When I was a child, I used to read many books about history. Yes, world history, about Kazakhstan history, and I liked it so much. And now I want to show our history to other people. I want to share my knowledge. I want to tell all the people how it was several centuries ago, for example, 100 years ago in Kazakhstan. So that's my mission.
This is a very good time for me to explore the history of Kazakhstan, because
Yes.
I've been with him now for the past an hour thereabout, and I've talked to him, I've engaged him, and I've heard him he has told me about things about the country Kazakhstan, and very deep. So now, tell us about Kazakhstan history. What exactly, who is Kazakhstan, what's Kazakhstan, and what do they stand for in history of the world?
You mean the role of Kazakhstan?
Yeah, who's Kazakhstan?
No. So you know, our people, Kazakh people, they were nomads.
Nomads.
Nomads, yes, and the style of life was nomadic.
Nomads.
Yeah, yes. Many tribes, different tribes, lived in Kazakhstan, in Kazakh steppe. So yeah, even today, we respect our history, our traditions. Yes, and our past. So the role of Kazakhstan, Kazakh people, they regard themselves as a people of Genghis Khan.
Yes,
honestly.
yes. Someone
Yes.
told me this in one of my interviews. Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan, yeah. So and that part of our history was very. It's popular in the world. All the people around the world know about Genghis Khan. Yes, and the geographic, the position, location of Kazakh people was very huge. Even some Russian territories, such kind of, Astrakhan city, Orenburg city, Saratov, they all were Kazakh. Because they were part of Kazakh Khanate, Kazakh state. So this is how it was.
So you told me that you've been out of Kazakhstan for a while. You came back. I'm
Yes.
going to go into that very soon. I'll go back into that very soon. So now, your experience outside Kazakhstan and in Kazakhstan, what do you see it like as a
Mentality differs. For example, I have been to UK. I spent 2 years in UK studying there my master's degree, and the life in UK, of course, differs from life in Kazakhstan. Despite the fact that the process of globalization is going on, of course. Now in Almaty you can find all the types of fast food, Turkish, KFC, and everything. But people may be more free in UK. That they do what they want. They are not shy, mostly, because of freedom and because of history. Kazakh people, they're opening. That they were closed, and they it was complicated because we used to live in a close society. Community, yes, because of USSR Union, I mean Soviet Union, because of political regime, and people were scared of government. Of course, we had a free education, free medicine, for example. There were also positive aspects of our society. But anyway, step by step, right now, currently, people become free, I think. Yes.
So let me bring you back to my initial call. So far so good. Kazakh people are they are open to welcoming foreigners and new.
Yes.
Yes, I noticed this is one of my notice. So what exactly brought to the notice for them to be open to the world? Why did they choose to come open to the world?
Because they want to be part of the world. Because they are interested in other civilizations. I mean, other countries. 20 years ago, 25 years ago, you couldn't find Kazakh people abroad, in UK, United States.
Really?
You could, but just maybe some thousands of Kazakh they were working in other countries. But now more than 200,000 people, Kazakh people, they work abroad in Russia, in Western countries, in South Korea, Emirates. Yes.
Okay, so far, you said they are nomads and everything. And I noticed that in my former interview I had with someone, he told me that you guys have a mixed connection with the Chinese people. I don't know.
Mixed?
Yeah.
You mean about our facial appearance?
Yeah.
Before Mongolian came here. I mean to Kazakhstan. At that time there was no Kazakhstan. There was no Kazakh people. In 13th century, of course, here were other people, other tribes, and we looked maybe like Persians. Yeah, maybe like people living in Turkmenistan, maybe like Turkish. But when Genghis Khan or Mongolian army came here, of course, our appearance, our racial appearance changed. Yes.
And I was told that there's a particular president that ruled for a very long time.
Which?
I don't know. I read on the internet. Do you have a president that's ruled you for a very long period of time?
You mean Mongolian?
No, a president.
Yeah. That's what. Okay. I got what you mean.
Yeah.
Nazarbayev. Yes, our president, former president Nazarbayev. Yes, from, if I'm not mistaken, since 1985, 86, maybe. He was not president at that time, but he was one of the leaders of Kazakh Soviet Republic. And till 2019 or 2020, yes, he was a president.
And he's still alive till now.
He's still alive, and I think he is not against of become president again.
I don't think he would. I don't think he's going to try it anymore.
Okay, I am joking.
Yeah. So far so good. What are your experience so far being a YouTuber and an historian YouTuber?
Oh, it's my hobby. It's not my job, of course. I work in media sphere, but being YouTuber, being blogger is a pleasure for me. I like it so much. And when people, people read or people see my content, I'm glad. I'm happy. I feel happy myself.
So you take time out to sit down and read about countries, read about history of the country, and you just post the videos on it.
Yes, but not only reading internet materials or books. I not often maybe, but twice a week I go to the National Library. I look for interesting documents in archive. Yes, because as a historian I cannot just read or take the information from YouTube or from internet, because sometimes it's not verified. Yes.
Yeah. So what is the best moment for you so far when it comes to your job? The best moment. What is the best video you've ever done about history when it comes to your country?
I cannot say about video. I can say about the period, which I love mostly.
Parade.
Yeah, historical parade.
Parade. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What parade?
It's two periods. There are two periods: pre-revolutionary period, yes, and Soviet period. Because there are so many information about if I film videos, shoot videos every day, maybe 2 or 3 times a day, maybe it will take decades. Yeah, because so many interesting details, interesting facts about our history.
I would love to go into it, but I want to just keep it in the surface, because I keep asking myself. I was in Staminagos, I just came back to Almaty, and almost every city in Kazakhstan, the Russian language has taken over everywhere.
Because of history.
Yeah, and I don't see it leaving anytime soon. Yeah. So what do you have to say about this?
In Kazakhstan, we use 2 languages, of course. Kazakh language as a state language, and Russian as the second language. So why do Kazakh people use Russian language? Because of our past, because of history. Our country, our territory was a part of Russian Empire 200-300 years ago. After that, it continued to be a part of USSR, and of course, if you didn't know Russian language, you couldn't find a job, you couldn't be a part of Soviet society.
Can you imagine?
So if you wanted to become a popular person or make a career, you had to know Russian language. That's why Kazakh people still use Russian language. But during last 2 decades, Kazakh language is becoming more powerful. It's becoming widespread.
Yes. More used now.
Yes. Why? Because after the USSR collapsed, Russian-speaking population of Kazakhstan started moving to Russia or to other countries like Canada, USA. Why? Some people say, it's because of oppression or something like that. Because of Kazakh nationalists. Some people say it. It's pro-Russian propaganda. Yes, some people say it like that. But no, because of poverty, because of economic collapse. Why USSR collapsed? Because crisis in economy, and no food, no money, and of course people started to move to other countries. Yes, Russian-speaking population moved to Russia, and the level of usage of Russian language became lower.
Now, this is a very good platform. Yeah, this is a very good platform for us to actually show to the world what Kazakhstan is all about. Yes. And this is a man that has a very big passion and a big love when it comes to history of Kazakhstan. Yes. So I cannot get enough of him, actually.
Of course.
He has a lot to share.
Yeah.
So now you have a very large, huge YouTube channel that has a huge followership when it comes to for this particular job.
Yes.
So what is your message to the people out there? What do you want to tell them?
The main message is that despite the fact that in our history were some negative aspects or factors, we have to accept our past. Was it bad or was it good? Anyway, we have to respect our past. If we don't know our past, we cannot build our future. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's the main message.
All right, guys. So I'm going to be sharing his details with you guys. There are lots of questions I'd love to ask him, but time won't permit me. Yeah. So I'll bring in more again on different editions. So we're going to sit down and actually digress the history of Kazakhstan in depth. So just keep watching our left, man, and just keep telling us what to do and keep moving. So this is the video from Almaty, Kazakhstan, and I'm sitting with Mr. Danny. So Danny, tell us goodbye from here.
Yeah. Guys, goodbye, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes.
To my friends' YouTube channel.
Very important.